Happy screen time and thank you for subscribing for daily Pokemon Sleep Road Aron Foolery. As the Old Gold Power Plant debuts, many researchers are anxious to find Aron, so Neroli asked me to compile my pre-search and share it with you all. So here's everything you need to know, and plenty that you didn't need to know, about Aron, Lairon, and Aggron. Aron typically appears at the Old Gold Power Plant, but we have imported some to Greengrass Isle for study this week and next week. Aron and its evolutions share a main skill of Charge Energy S. Charge, you say? Must be an electric type, right? No, you fools. Aron is a steel-type Pokemon. You know, the metal that can't be found in nature? The man-made alloy of iron and carbon? Yes, there is a man-made kind of Pokemon. Or at least that's what the conspiracy theorists say. You know, it would make sense if all the electric Pokemon had Charge Energy as a main skill though. Okay, focus! Aron and friends are steel-type, which means they find the Blueberry. Not to be confused with the blueberry or the orangeberry. Now, Neroli's notes are available in the sleep decks, but as we look at this today, it's obvious why he needs us to conduct more research on his behalf. Let's start with Aron. This Pokemon's body is covered in steel armor. To make its body, Aron feeds on iron ore that it digs up from the mountains. On rare occasions, you can spot one that has fallen asleep while eating an iron ore snack. So I guess Aron's main body is composed of carbon, and as it eats iron, it turns it into steel armor. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been on Old Gold Power Plant for several days now, and there are no mountains here. So I guess Aron has migrated here because it's eating the power plant? Hey, you know what they say, Aron's gotta eat. That's a thing, right? I'm sorry, my shoulder has been killing me lately. Ever since I caught that shiny Aron. Oh my goodness, Aron is 132 pounds. That is about as heavy as 2 Dalmatians. No wonder my doctor recommended surgery. Let's move on to Lairon. Larry boy. Lairon smashes its steel body against others to fight over territory. Wait, others? Like other Lairon, or just like others generally? Just be careful. It crushes and eats iron ore with its huge jaw. Okay, so it seems like it works like Aron does. When a Lairon loses a territorial dispute, it wishes so strongly to win the next time that it sometimes falls asleep in the middle of devouring some iron ore. Run on much, Neroli? Okay, so Lairon is territorial, got it. But am I reading this correctly, that it wishes so strongly that it wishes itself to sleep? Does that mean it's like daydreaming of winning and then it finds itself asleep? But not only that, you're telling me that this only happens when it's eating iron ore? And only sometimes? Now here's a stat. Lairon averages 265 pounds, which is 3 times as heavy as a toilet. Who would win in a territorial dispute, a Lairon or 3 toilets? Enough of my own daydreaming, I don't want to fall asleep. Aggron claims an entire mountain as its own. Whoa, well there are only so many mountains in the world, Aggron. No wonder they're always in territorial disputes. But maybe Lairon is only disputing the hills, and Aron, are you disputing mounds? Sorry, back to Aggron. This Pokemon vigilantly patrols to make sure nothing violates its territory. On rare occasions, it's been spotted sleeping while eating iron ore. On rare occasions, really? Wait, this is the only thing we know about any of these Pokemon. Sorry, iron ore it dug up from its mountain. Perhaps it was tuckered out from its patrol. Wow, Neroli, did you actually find an Aggron? Or are you just making assumptions here? Well, my notes say that Aggron is about 4 times as heavy as a kangaroo. And I would definitely rather have an Aggron than 4 kangaroo. Alright, we're gonna need to look more into this iron thing. Iron is a mineral that your body uses to make hemoglobin, which is something in your red blood cells that carries oxygen to your body. I guess that must be true for Aron as well. Human babies and children need iron for healthy growth and development, including brain development. There are 2 types of iron found in foods. Heme iron is found in meat, fish, and poultry and is easily absorbed by your body. Non-heme iron is found in eggs and plant-based foods such as beans, lentils, nuts and seeds, whole grains, and some vegetables. You can absorb more non-heme iron from foods by eating them at the same time as foods with heme iron or foods high in vitamin C. So if you want a really strong Aron, Lairon, Aggron, make sure you give them an orange once in a while. Now here's a fun fact. The top 3 foods for non-heme iron are number 1, infant cereal with added iron, number 2, cooked soybeans, and number 3, beans. Oh, this makes a lot of sense, I guess. Aron finds bean sausage because it's high in iron, and the best ones are finding soybeans. But it doesn't make sense that they find coffee, because according to my notes, drinking coffee decreases iron absorption. And that's it. Sleep Session 436 takes place during the Old Gold Power Plant debut, Event Extravaganza, Gold Star, Power Up, oldplants.event.com. I think I slept pretty well last night, and maybe we'll see an Aron today. Wouldn't that fit well thematically with this video? Unfortunately, I planned the topic for discussion before I know what we're gonna get, so we'll see what happens. It's Snorlax! Wow, we can't see anything, but maybe that's a Caterpie's butt? Oh, and a Metapod's butt. Snorlax, you couldn't turn over for the joke? Ah, yes, an Aron. And also a Quaxly and an Ekans. And that Ekans is doing its best to disguise itself as a yellow something. And our sixth sleep style today is a new Grubbin sleep style, Stretched Sleep. Wow, really, Neroli? The name of the 1-star Grubbin sleep style is the same name as the Aron 2-star sleep style? And it's not just my picture, Grubbin does not look stretched at all. We're gonna have to revisit this one. It's a good thing Neroli has us researchers to help him out, am I right? Who's hungry? Here come the chips. I've got Cool Ranch and barbecue. Nothing is hungry? Boring. Well, our top priority is Grubbin, which we will be able to guarantee a catch using the premium bonus biscuit and a single Poke Biscuit. Ideally, we will get coffee, triple A, espresso. There's gotta be a lot more low-hanging fruit for coffee jokes, but I don't drink coffee, so I have no idea. So tell me some good coffee jokes in the comments, and maybe I'll use one during the event. Alright, now we've got Grubbin, let's go try our luck with this Aron. Oh my gosh, I just realized that Aron sounds like iron. Aron. Aron evolves into Lairon. And we know that Lairon has a flattened sleep because he lays. If we find a good Aron, we'll probably need to name it something like Tony Stark. Because, you know, he likes to hang around power plants. Because he likes electricity. Because it powers things. Like his technologies. Or maybe we should name him Hogarth. What are your Aron's nicknames? I won't steal it. Haha, get it? Because Tony Stark is always stealing ideas from other scientists like Ivan Vanko? Alright, Aron, do you want another biscuit? Or do you only like iron? Man, it's awesome that he's not hungry. The one downside to buying biscuits only when you need them is the time it takes to get through these segments. And if you thought Neroli had a long Dex entry with a run-on sentence, then you'll probably want to unsubscribe from this channel. Because our gags run. They run like the sun. Solar power, power plant, it all fits. Alright, better funnel it into Neroli. Hey Neroli, what's up? We got a Grubbin and an Aron today. We're gonna be able to fix all of your sleep research eventually. Alright, I believe of the new Pokemon, Aron is the one that most people are going to focus on. So given the choice between the three, go Grubbin. Sorry, Aron. We know that you were supposed to be the star of this video. But you just had to go and compete with Charizard, didn't you? If you thought people were gonna choose Charmander over you, you've got another thing Grubbin. Alright, Aron, we'll choose you over Grubbin this one time. Hey, look at that! High iron foods. Beans and soybeans. This is a real Aron. Any of them that are fighting coffee are actually fake. Oh, and he loves to find them. No, we wanted triple bean sausage. Don't be good. Okay, inventory is fine, but not as good. Carry me home tonight. Carry me slowly. So much inventory and so long to fill it. But with so much iron. Maybe it got confused between iron and inventory. Because Tony Stark has lots of places to store things in his giant house, right? Alright, we would love to see triple A. Wow, 11 honey. I actually like the sound of that, but it would take so long to get there. Don't need mushrooms though. Please don't be good. But of course you have helping speed M. Don't want to waste our... Oh my gosh! We are wasting the good sub-skills on a bad ingredient spread? This game is so dumb. We couldn't even get AAC. Let's do this again sometime. Happy researching.